cut, unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. I love being black. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Live, tell the truth, uncut, and unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. All right. Come on in. This is your boy Martin G, aka the Crime Chaser. I'm live, uncut, and unedited. This is where I tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, come on in. All right, people, we've got a great show tonight. Hopefully we get done under an hour or two. And there has been a lot of fighting on the red line. A lot of fighting on the red line, people. A lot of fighting on the red line. There's been a lot of fighting. And with the CTA people, a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting on the red line. Come on in. Come on in. Where my Twitter X at? Carlos, what up, bro? Hey, bro. Carlos. Man, it's been a lot of fighting on the red line. It's a war going on the red line between some people and the what do you call those people? K9 watch people. Man, somebody gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna get hurt. All right, come on in. We got a great video. Twitter X in the house. Martin G, aka the Crime Chaser, live, uncut, in the house. All right. Come on in. In the house. Come on in. All right, come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, people. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. Come on in, people. AKA the Crime Chaser. What up, y'all? Chuck. All right, what's going on? All right. Hey, it's going down on the CTA, people. It's going down. We're going to do this little one first.
K9 just got their ass beat up. We fight back, bitch. Yeah. Go dog business. All right. Nigga, go dog business. Go dog business.
All right, we got another one as well. So this is the main one right here. All right, let me just say this. Let me just say before we get started. Y'all hear these women. Women, y'all need to mind y'all business. Let these men fight if they're going to fight. Always into it. Always. Can't whoop nothing. Play this again. Yeah, talk.
That dog just bit all of them. The dog just bit all of them.
K9 just got their ass beat up. We fight back, bitch. Your dog business. Nigga, your dog business. Your dog business.
All right, let's take some calls, people. Let's take some calls. What's y'all thoughts? I'm going to let y'all talk tonight. What is y'all thoughts? I mean, come on now, people. Come on now. Come on now. What is y'all thoughts? Man, come on. All right, y'all come and call in 872-297-6389. Come on in. Come on in. So what you're witnessing, this is a red line shooting, a brawl on the 69th Street red line against the K9 police, K9 security. All right. They have given a grant to secure CTA trains. This is the red line. I call it the blood line. All right. We got a caller. Man. Caller, 4093. Come on, caller. 4093. Let me make sure I got you right. Hold on, caller. 4093. Are you there, caller? Come on, call. Oh, here he is. There he is.
Old Timer.
Old Timer. Oh, Lord have mercy, Old Timer. I'm going to have to give you 5 minutes. Go ahead, Old Timer. Tell me what you see.
Man,
Lord,
come on, man.
Hey, man, I'm not arguing with you. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
But I wish to God that we just decide to do right, man. Just make up in your mind what you want to do. I mean, you want to continue on the bridge to nowhere. You know, I ain't talking about all of us. But man, when is this going to stop, man? I mean, what is it that, you know, we seem like we just gonna do it, man. We gonna go there, as they call it. And I don't know why. You know, we got everything we need. You know, I look down in Houston. Man, they swerving with the cars. They got the rims on the cars. They got everything they want. You know, people, man, going to concerts. You know, big crowds. I mean, why stay on this spiral, man, where it causes problems? For what? You know, now the mayor said that he was gonna put some mental health clinics in Chicago. So his brother died because, you know, he didn't have a mental health clinic. And he wanted to make sure that he put mental health clinics in for people. And man, I ain't heard not one mental health clinic open yet. If he just said that just to get in office or what, man, but we need some help, brother, from somewhere. We need some help, man. We're not helping ourselves by continuing on this downward spiral, but the police is coming in, chasing us, man. We going downtown. You're on 31st Street Beach, you're shooting over there. I mean, we just can't seem to get it together, you know, and why? I'm asking why not? You know, I mean, are we that bad of a people? I mean, we just don't like peace and quietness, you know, it lasts for about a week and then it go back. It lasts for a month and then it go back. You know, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Any solutions?
Well, I think we just need to make up our mind because we don't want to go to church. That's your choice. You know, you don't have to go to church if you don't want to. We don't want to go Well, I guess we go to. Hey man, we just got to have a made up mind. You know, the people really can't talk to us like we 12 years old. We can't have, you know, Congressman Danny Davis come out and talk to us like we a 12-year-old. They got to talk to us as men. I think, you know, if Trump was to step in, black people look like they listen to white people more than they listen to black people. If Trump was to step in and say, I'm putting all y'all in jail and I'm going to send y'all to El Salvador, I think they'll stop. They'll listen to a white man, but they won't listen to a black man. They won't listen to a soft speech, but they'll listen to somebody that's against it. Now, why I think we don't, no, there is no solution. We the solution. Just like we started these problems, we're going to have to make up in our mind not to do this again. Now, one brother told me, you know, I was going down to the jail. He told me, he said, man, I remember you was coming down to the jail. And he said, I've been out 10 years and I ain't been back since. I said, man, I'm so glad to hear that. He said, he ain't been back in 10 years. He ain't been back up in there. So I think you just got to make up your mind, man. Hey, bro, you know, hey, John, if you want to go down there and cause mayhem, you go ahead, man. I'm going this way. You go that way. I'm going this way. But I'm not going to stand for it. We got to have a made up mind. You can't be that bad, man, because we killing. You know. So I mean, you're a good person. You're a good person. They can listen to you. You know, people used to listen to their elders. They say, bro, don't do that, man. You got a future ahead. But now they don't want to listen to anybody.
Okay.
So, no, so I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm looking. I think we can do better, but I just don't see it, man. I don't know. You know, I'm trying to stay positive, but every time I turn the TV on, man, there's something going on. So I'm gonna listen out for you.
Okay.
I mean, you have offered some stopgap measures.
Right. Hold on. Yeah, you're right. Let's hold on, old timer. We're gonna let's go to Sarge, and after Sarge, we're gonna play the video again. I'll come back to you, old timer.
Okay.
All right.
Go
ahead, Sarge, and I'm gonna play the video after you. What's your thoughts, Sarge?
Yeah, there the city of Chicago goes again, spending money on a Band-Aid problem instead of doggone doing what's necessary to be done. That's all.
What's your solutions?
Solution? Put more penalties, severely stiffer penalties on the books, and Chicago police out there, and lock them away. Very simple. See, I don't care about, but that's, you know, racist and that's what they want. I don't care. You don't know how to act. Look, it's like this. Where are wild animals? Aren't they in a zoo? And every zoo is a place full of what? Cages? There you have it. I don't care. I was just like, if they had real police dogs, because those are fake doggone, all of that whole thing is fake. They fake security. Is fake doggone police trained dogs. The whole thing is fake. The dogs were scared. I'm sitting here like, you get a 100% bona fide search and rescue dog, police or military trained. That dog be to snapped all of the hind parts off about 3 or 4 of them, and I bet you all the rest of them will scatter ass. I ain't finna be next now. Okay. See?
Hold it, Sarge.
Everybody a tough guy until you bust that one in the head real good.
Hold it, Sarge. We got a new call out. I was gonna play the video, but 6372. 6372. Come on, caller. 6372.
How you doing, Martin?
Hey, Martin, Martin, you sounded kind of muffled. Let me just throw that in there.
No, okay, because my mouth is away from the microphone, but it's back now. Go ahead. Come on.
Okay.
Come on, caller.
Right.
6372.
Hey, good evening, Martin. How are you?
Good.
First of all, looking at the video, being in law enforcement for over 20-some years, they had the wrong element. Dogs are not effective in those type of situations. Number one, what they should have had was tasers and batons. Number one. Number two, I think part of the problem is now for Chicago with these relaxed laws and people not having respect for law and order. This is what the end result is. But as I looked at those officers, I agree with you. Even the dog was scared. The officers were scared. They was outnumbered. But if they'd have had tasers, every canine officer would have had tasers and batons, I think they would have got a little bit more control. You have to make an example out of one. And it seemed like the officers was very timid and very afraid. And granted, we all account of Monday night quarterbacking, but being in law enforcement and even in law enforcement now, did it for 20 years, I've been in those type of situations. And one thing that I've learned, when the opposition comes towards you, you have to deal with that immediately. Those guys were afraid. And I think the other guys felt the fear and they just took advantage of it. Now, you're in an enclosed area, you got to worry about the tracks. I don't know if there was a train on the other side, which I don't think it was, because I seen one of the canine guys jump from on the track up onto the actual area where everybody was standing at. But I just feel that this is just a result, man, of a bigger problem and a bigger issue that our politicians locally and down in Springfield, they have kind of created this. But this is what I didn't get. Why are our black people so angry? I couldn't even figure out what was the problem. Was they smoking weed down there? Was somebody trying to get on the train? What was the problem why they even got into it with these canine officers? Was something said? Or is it our people just don't like their presence? Because some people don't even like the presence of law enforcement or anything that resembles that. Okay. But I was just trying to figure what was the core problem.
Well, let's go back to the video, baby. We can find out. We'll play the video, then I'll bring you right back. Okay? Let's listen to the video.
Okay.
Now, in this first video that we finished show, here's a man, K9 officer, pulling himself up from the tracks. See the K9 officer. The dog did bite his hand. Hold on, sir. So what it seems like here, I don't know how it got started. I don't know how one of the K9 officer got on the tracks. I'm assuming that he got pushed on the tracks or knocked down on the tracks. I'm just assuming the video don't show that. But what we do know that someone got bit on the hand by a K9 dog. We seen that. So I want to know. Hold on, Mr. Law Enforcement. Let me come back to you. Come on, 1487. Okay. What's your thoughts? 1487, last four digits. What is your thoughts?
Yeah, what's going on? My name Governor Rick. Honestly speaking, looking at this is a real embarrassment, honestly. And we just not gonna sugarcoat it because I've been listening to you. I've been listening on here, and it's been a lot of sugarcoating going on, and we just have to We have to keep it real and keep it funky, man. We're dealing with ignorancy. You know, we're dealing with a lot of ignorancy in Chicago. And honestly speaking, looking at these security guards is for them to watch their fellow brother get handled like that. You know, they all should be fired. You know, I do security myself, and they all should be fired. When you take on a job like this, you're supposed to be ready for every situation that happens. That's what you're signing up for. You know, and these guys on the 69th train, and I know a lot of these guys in this video, you know, and it's like, it's saddened to see that they could just come out in public and just show your ass like this for really no reason. There is no real reason for this, honestly, to be displayed. And like I say, it's ignorance at its finest. Coming from our black people, it's ignorant at its finest. And no one is stepping up and saying nothing. No one wants to talk to these brothers about the situation or about what they're doing, because I guess they feel the same way that the security guards felt. But somebody got to change the narrative of this. You know, somebody got to change the narrative.
Okay. I have a question.
I'm listening.
I'm putting you in this situation. What would you have done in that situation?
Well, in that situation, doing security in security, you have to they teach you to de-escalate.
Okay.
You have to de-escalate things when you're a security guard. You're dealing in this line of work. But me personally, in this situation, there is no way that I would have ran up out of there like that. For one, I wouldn't have ran up out of there like that. They would have just had to handle me the way that they was going to handle me. But the way that he displayed was, as I heard, afraid. They say it was afraid. You can say that to a certain extent. You could say that. But he should have stood his ground. He should have stood his ground.
Again, what would have done? You've been in this situation. I'm talking about you, sir.
Stood my ground.
By doing what?
What he didn't do, fight back. Because talking is out the window. The guy done swung. So the talking is out the window. He probably started off trying to de-escalate the situation.
Okay. All right, hold it right there.
Martin?
Hold it. I need the law enforcement. I need the law enforcement. Brother. Come on, law enforcement, brother. Go ahead, law enforcement, brother.
First of all, I do agree. From what I've seen, we was beyond de-escalation. So if it had been me, number one, I wouldn't have been there without a taser or axe. A canine unit is not effective in those type of settings. I would have dealt with the threat that was in front of me till it was no longer there. Mm-hmm. That's how you talk in law enforcement. Whatever threat, however many it was, I would have dealt with what was in front of me until it was no longer there. It had to be me and him. We're going to either double ride, hopefully we're going to single ride. Number two, they should have some type of communication with CPD. I don't see nobody with a radio. Not one. They should have some type of radio connection with CPD, or CPD do have officers that actually, for detail, they follow the trains in the CTA buses, because they were beyond de-escalation at the point that's why I kept asking Martin, what started this? Was it the dog biting him, or the presence of the dog? So you got to almost kind of identify with what actually set this off to kind of say, well, as far as de-escalation or not, maybe it could have been de-escalated early on, but with what you showed us, how we do things tactical in law enforcement, every one of those K9 officers should have dealt with the first person that swung. Took them out the mix. Then you just go one by one, but as a team. But if you had tased and start tasing these people, I guarantee you'd have got a different result. I've seen it happen. I'm a certified taser instructor. That would have loosened people up. Trust me. and they should have had at minimum aspartame and know how to use. So this is what happened with a lot of these security companies. They're not trained properly. They don't have the proper equipment. That's why most entities want off-duty police officers. They want people that are trained in law enforcement, not security. Because when you run across stuff like this, you're going to need the expertise to hopefully make it out to tell the story.
Okay, hold it right there. Somebody got background.
Martin, if things,
so hold it, Mr. Sarge. Mr. Sarge, hold it. Okay, 618, you just called in. I didn't hear it. 618, I need you to turn your volume down or I'm going to have to mute you. I believe that's 618. Thank you. I'm going to have to mute them. They don't understand. Oh, my God. Something went wrong. Everybody still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, go ahead, Sarge. I'm going to have to mute everybody.
Now.
Okay, go ahead, Sarge.
Okay, the noise is gone. The noise is gone.
Go ahead.
The noise is back now.
618. Okay, go ahead, Sarge. I'm mute everybody and tell them.
All right, check it out. When they changed things from Chapter 38 to 720, that's when security personnel lost their power to police in public settings in Illinois. Okay? Chicago, whatever you want to call it. I know these things because I used to work in that occupation. Then I went to the military. Okay? When it was Chapter 38, Illinois State Criminal Code, you could do some things. They changed it to 720, and that took all the power away.
Sarge, hold it. You said that 5-6 times. What would you have done if you had been in this situation?
If it would have been under Chapter 38, I would have been shooting people.
They're not armed, Sarge. They're not armed.
It doesn't matter. Chapter 38, it
how
didn't
you gonna
matter.
shoot? Okay, well, let me go. Okay, hold it right there. No problem. Hold it right there. No. Hold it. I'm not going for that. 618. Come on, caller.
Okay.
Hold it, Sarge. 618. 618. Come on, caller. 618. 618.
Yeah, how you doing, Mark?
All right.
How you doing, Mark? Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's your thoughts and comments, sir? Go ahead.
Well, you asked him what would he do? I mean,
hold on. I'm asking you, hold on, sir. I'm asking you what. Don't answer for him. You answer for yourself. What would you have done in this situation?
I would have defended myself.
By doing what?
That I felt by protecting myself by fighting back.
Okay.
I mean, because that's the only choice. That's the only choice that I could have. My back was to the wall, and I wasn't finna just let nobody hit me. And natural instinct is to fight back and protect yourself. You ain't finna just let nobody hit you. And even though they are trained to not fight, but I mean. So that's probably why a lot of them wasn't, helping and, trying to get involved because, that's how they were trained to not fight back.
Okay.
I mean, they fell back against the wall.
Hold it, sir. Hold it. Let me say this. Let me say this. The officer of 20 years, which I agree with him 100%, he had a great point. They should have had some type of radio that they can contact CPD. That's one thing. That's a form of defense too as well. Also, he did say a taser. That's another form of defense. I agree with that. That was a good point. Also, he was saying like a stick. I think I know what I'm not saying a proper name, but I understood what he said. So you can tell his training from their training on there. And my thing is, how are you going to let your party get pushed on the tracks and y'all standing around there looking like nothing ever happened? This man claiming that's right. That's attempted murder to me. If you push somebody on the tracks, that track is hot. What if he would have hit that third rail? So these are the things that we have to think. And to me, well, it's not of what I'm thinking, but I listen, this is an embarrassment, people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, black people. I love y'all. I love us, but this is a totally embarrassment. Uncalled for, uncivilized. What is wrong with us? Come on, Bill, talk to us. Bill, come on.
Hey, Martin.
Come on.
It's a total embarrassment the way these young kids are acting. I couldn't see initially what started it, but as an officer and several other people said, these people are not properly trained. Those dogs are not properly trained. And they are merely targets to where security guard, K9 unit, outfits, they are targets to a pack of wolves, especially when they don't see no weapon but a dog, you know. And more than anything, the city paid out money for this security firm. This security firm is not legit. You do not a security guard at that level without an ass or a taser or a gun. They got people protecting buildings and warehouses that carry a gun, and you're gonna put them on the red line, any line in Chicago. You need to have any authority. You need to have a weapon, and really more than a taser. But the taser would help some. Somebody is got a security company and going the cheapest way out, and I wouldn't subject myself to being a victim just because I wanted a paycheck. Now, if I needed that paycheck, I'm gonna be the security guard that all I could do is write stuff down. All I could do is report it. As you and the officer said, they do not have a direct. It seemed like they had a direct line to Chicago Police Department, nor the CTA Police. So at that point, you gotta think logical that you want to go home, because it could have been uglier than what it was. That was an ugly situation, like the officer that got pushed down on the tracks. The train could have been coming. He could have rolled over on that hot rail. So you have to think smart and not get into a conflict, period, because they were outnumbered. I'm not putting myself on the line for no $500 a week. No, I could report it to you as it's happening. I don't have a way to report it as it's happening. All I could do is jot some information down. Breaking up fights, stopping crime. I'm not a crime stopper. I'm not a policeman. That's all I have to say right now.
Okay, let's watch the video. Hold it, people. Let's watch the video. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get back to the subject at hand. Old timer, come on, man. 224. Talk to me.
Well, man, I think it's a shame. Again, if these were Caucasian people out there, I don't think that black people would act like that because they got too much respect for the white man. And we have proven it time and time again where our loyalty lies, and our loyalty do not lie with one another, because there's no way that you can have respect for your fellow man and do that what they're doing. It just can't happen, Mike. And nobody, and when their little partners get together, they're like, yeah, man, fool, man, trying to jump on me. Hey, man, y'all don't even have enough sense to tell one another, well, man, we was wrong. We was wrong for doing that. You don't even respect law enforcement. See, and you just can't have that. They need to put some white people out there. They put some white people out there, that'll stop all of that. And that's just the way it is. We respect white people, but we don't respect our own people. There ain't nowhere in the world you could have paid that black man to punch no white man in the face like that. He wouldn't have did it. I know he wouldn't have did it. Because you don't see him doing it nowhere around the world. They be selling a lot of whoop tickets, but they ain't gonna put their hands on them like that. They ain't gonna do it. And that's what they need to do. They need to put some white people out there, and that'll stop them clowns from doing all that stuff. See, the white man ain't gonna take that from him. See, the black people will take it from him because they got to go back in the neighborhood and they talking about, yeah, man, that's him right there. Yeah, that's the one that tried to get me. And they'll jump on them and somebody gonna stay at their house and shoot around the neighborhood. So you don't see them going around there shooting up no white people neighborhoods. You don't see them going around no white clubs. They're shooting no white nightclubs up. But they'll do it in the black club because they ain't got no respect for black people.
Old timer.
Well, sure, give me the proof. Give me the proof where it's being done at.
Old timer.
Give me the proof where it's being done at.
Old timer. Hey, hold on. Old timer. 18 people just got shot. 4 died. What did happen at? That didn't happen in the black community.
Well, the black people that got shot.
Old timer. That happened in the white community. That didn't happen in the black community.
And it was black folk that owned the club.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, they ain't going around no white neighborhood.
But that is a white neighborhood where that shooting took place. That's a white neighborhood.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I did. Right. They ain't gonna do that. So what it is, they know that they don't have no respect for black people, but they'll go. Well, I tell you what, whoever did it, they scurried off in their car. See, but the white people is shooting black people down like dogs, and them black people ain't going around doing those white people nothing. The white people, look at the white man shot that one point, that man that had a mental problem the other day. He shot him 20 times because they said he had a knife, and you don't hear nothing from the black officers. Black officers ain't protesting. Why the black people getting shot down so much? Why they shooting them 20 times? Why they emptying the gun on them? You don't see the black officers saying nothing around the world. But you don't see no black people shooting no white people down like that, no 20 times, because they ain't gonna do it. They done pump fear into us, and but when it come down to us, they'll shoot us 20 times, empty the gun and shoot some more. And then the black officers, man, they say, man, you didn't have to do that. No, they ain't saying nothing. They ain't saying nothing, man. The white people got us pegged it, and we know it. They can do whatever they want to do to us, and all we're gonna do is somehow, they shooting black people down, but we ain't gonna do nothing about it. We ain't gonna do nothing, just like they did George Floyd. You could have never paid a black man to put his knee on a white man's neck like that. They gave him $1 million, he wouldn't have did it. No way. You see, but you put some white officers out there on that train track, them fools, they won't do that to a white man. I guarantee you that. They ain't gonna do it. They'll give respect. They'll somehow, okay, man, okay, all right, but they ain't gonna go there and do what they did to those black boys. They ain't gonna do it.
Anybody disagree with him? Anybody? Okay, go ahead, Marcus. Hold on, old timer. Let Marcus go. Anybody disagree with old timer? Go ahead, Marcus.
I think you got some static in your connection, but
No, go ahead. Go ahead. It should be better now.
We got some static, but we hear him though. Go ahead. Go on and talk.
69th Street, old timer, 69th Street is a different beast. They don't care what color you are. I hate to say it, I'm from Inglewood. It didn't 69th stop didn't always used to be that bad, but it's been bad ever since the 90s. I would say it got really bad in the millennials. 69th is a different beast. First of all, those guys that handle those dogs, they really need to put the Chicago Police Department out there. That trained K9 unit, Chicago Police Department. Because if that had been Chicago Police Department, I agree with the old timer. Would have been a different story. Those guys, and I don't want to shame them, they're innocent people with jobs, but they can barely control those dogs, even if ain't nobody doing nothing. Those dogs control them. Those guys are not properly being trained to deal, and I don't feel safe riding a train and their security because some of them are wrapped up in these guys that be on the train. I've literally seen them. They cool with these guys. That's the problem. They're cool with these same people that be on these trains robbing people. They really can't do nothing. One of them even told me that they can't do nothing. They're just there as a detour to deter crime. And those guys know that, and that's why they act the way they act. 69th Street is a beast. Somebody I think a kid got killed not too long ago, a few months ago at that stop. It's been fights. That's been a stop that they really need to put the Chicago Police Department on. They need to put SWAT out there on those platforms. They need to put some security out there that's going to be allowed to do their job. Those guys are not even allowed to do their job. They got the dogs, but they're not allowed to do their job to the ones they need to do their job too. That's why CTA let half of the people ride for free. They let them ride for free because they can't do nothing about it. And the city put that security out there to keep people, to make people think that it's safe, it's okay, to keep the ridership up on CTA because they don't want to pay the Chicago Police Department that overtime to put them on the platform. They can put those police, they got enough police officers in this city that they can put the police on the platforms of the train. You don't have the same problem on the bus because I've ridden the bus from downtown to 95th. You don't have those problems on the regular CTA bus, but you have these problems on the train. You could get killed on your way to work, on your way to downtown just to have fun, or coming home. You can get killed on that train right in front of them same security guards. You can get robbed and it ain't nothing they can do. People get robbed every day. They never catch the people that's robbing them. They just go look at the camera footage. Just like the cameras, ain't nobody sitting in no booth manning the cameras. They go back and review the tape. And you the victim, what good is that gonna do you? So if they fighting with this little group and whooping this little group, and it's a video around and they bragging about it, it's people bragging about it, then how can the people on the CTA trains and buses be safe? I wish the Crusader would change his routine and start reporting on crime as well as the positive stuff in the neighborhood, because this is informative. What you're doing is informing people, and the person that did that videotape, they inform people. 69th Street, old timer, is a different beast. It doesn't matter what color you are. But I agree with you on one thing, and you really didn't say it, but you said it in so many words. Put the Chicago Police Department on their platform, and I bet you things will change. Because they got the power to do what they need to do to change. But that regular security, they don't. They can't lock nobody up. They can't even do nothing but just be there.
Well, man, it's supposed to be like more of a deterrent, and for you to think about it. But you ain't supposed to go out there and just have a blatant disregard for the people that's out there trying to do their job. All they're doing is trying to stop from the escalator say, okay, man, y'all move on. Y'all move, y'all go this way, y'all go that way. Instead of that, you oh no, man, no, it ain't going down like that. I'm on no. Man, you don't tell me what to do and all that running head and all that kind of stuff.
They want to sell their weed. They want to do their drugs. They want to ride the train for free. They don't want to respect people. They tell them not to smoke on the train. They do it anyway. They tell them not to stand in the doorway. They hold up the train anyway.
One of my partners, he drive for Pace. He said the worst route is the 95th Street route because the people get on there and they don't want to pay to get on the bus. They want to argue with the bus driver. And so they told the people at the station, told them, say, well, look, just let them get on the bus. Don't argue with them. They come on there and don't want to pay to get on the bus. They just get on the bus and want to ride for free. So they come on there with ulterior motive.
The transit police, they cut them. They need to bring back the transit police, the ones that will follow the bus, the ones that will ride the train. You know, I don't got nothing against people working their job, but they not respecting these guys that's from the hood that look like them. They see them as from the hood. Some of them know them. They got a job. Right. And they turn the other way. Oh, their boy. They're not going to mess with their boy.
Hold it. Is it anything that could be done without law enforcement to solve this? Anybody got any suggestions or ideas?
Nothing.
Anyone?
I got a solution. Like that brother said, I feel like it should be a police. It should be at least 2 polices on every platform. On all 8 platforms, it should be at least 2 polices working 24/7 on each platform. Because at O'Hare got their own police station. It's actually CPD there 24/7. They got their own police station at O'Hare. And you got to think about O'Hare is the most expensive station it is because it's $5 to pay for O'Hare. And you better believe it's a police station in O'Hare, but they only worried about the 1011s. Well, we call them continuous riders. And that's what they there for, to control. But other than that, I feel like, you know, like when the police do something and they being punished and they put them on death details, instead of putting them on 30 days paid leave, put them on the platform. Give them a job that they don't want to do. Let that be their punishment instead of giving them, you know, paid time off or putting them on death details. You know, I feel like that'll definitely work by police being on each platform of the station.
Okay, I got a quick question. I'm gonna start with you, sir. By watching this video that I put up, a couple of videos I put up, do it make you feel embarrassed as a black man?
Who you asking that, Martin?
You.
Do it make me feel embarrassed? Yeah, most definitely.
Why you say that?
Most definitely do. It's because it's a embarrassment to our race as black people. You know, we supposed to be as one and have unity and stick together, but look what we doing to each other. And the K9 unit, all them black brothers and the people that's fighting on black. So it make all of us look bad.
Okay, let me go to the next caller. 6372.
Martin, I'm gonna make a point.
Oh, I'm coming down to you.
Okay.
I'm coming down to you. I promise you. I'm coming down to you. Okay, let me go to. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get this phone. Let me get to 6372. Last 4 digits. Is this an embarrassment to you if you're black?
Well, it's always an embarrassment anytime when we can't get along on that level. I think a lot of it is, I don't know why our people are so angry. We're so angry. Now, somebody mentioned something about mental health. That might have something to do with it, but what I see is anger. and how we just cannot, disagree or have a problem without going at each other's throat. Now, what I'm glad didn't happen, nobody didn't pull out a gun or a knife or a serious weapon in that situation. But yeah, I think it does bring a certain amount of embarrassment because people around the world are watching and paying attention to what's happening in Chicago for various reasons. And so when you see clips like this and you see coverage like this, it even makes people say, well, white people are afraid of us. They clench their purses. They do this when they come around black people. Well, some of us do the same thing. We're afraid ourselves because this is what we're seeing. And so it brings a disdainment to all of us, especially people that live in Chicago. Not to say all of us is that way, because I believe it's more of us that's not that way than it is us that are. But then I wonder, even if we had a situation where I heard somebody say earlier that we would start to talk to these brothers. Now, I'm still active, in law enforcement, but I'm on a federal level. And you really can't talk to these people. I see it every day over East where I'm at. I work over East, and I see it every day. And so some of them you might could have a little conversation with, but most of them, they not trying to hear what you say. They're set in their ways. They're set in their mindset. So here it is. I believe we always focusing on the race deal. We always focusing on the natural, but I think it's something spiritually happening here. And that's something I hardly hear anybody talk about, even on this show. Everything is race related or naturally related, this and that. But I think it's some type of spiritual disconnect.
Demonic.
That's a better word of putting whoever said that. I didn't want to say that because you got to, be careful how you say things when you're on certain platforms. But I think when you say solution, a person has to admit that there's something wrong before you can help them. You can never help someone that will not admit that they have a problem or I can do things better. And granted, sometimes there's various ways that sometimes you can relate to some of these guys, but they're angry. They're anger. And this anger it seems like any little thing that happens, they want to let it out. And violence is pretty much the method in a lot of cases. So yeah, I will say that it's a disdain.
Okay, thank you. Come on, Sarge. Is this an embarrassment to black people?
No, it's not an embarrassment to black people. It's an embarrassment that black people consider it an embarrassment to black people. Because I know a hell of a lot of white people. And when somebody blows up their trailer park with their meth lab, whites aren't talking about it makes us look bad as white people. Only black people do that stupid stuff. So no, stop taking accountability for what is not your fault. If it ain't your fault, let it ride. You're not that type of individual. It shows in your attitude, the way you conduct business, approach people, have conversations with people, everything about you. See, and stop doggone shortchanging. Because, see, white folks know the difference between one and the other. And when I say the other, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't going to say the word.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because social media has made the planet a whole lot smaller. And I love it.
Okay. All right, old timer 224. Come on, what's your comment?
Yes. Well, I'm gonna close out. It's strange how we can, all these brothers that's on here this age, that have a good answer, and none of our young people don't want to listen to it. Now, we just came out of Juneteenth. Just come out of Juneteenth last month, and look what we're doing. I mean, what good is all of these black programs doing if we come out of Black History Month? We got a whole month to get ourselves straight, and we can't seem to get out of it. Now, I think the mayor is shoestringing people along by talking about this mental health stuff. He needs to put his money where his mouth is, because he wants to get reelected, and I imagine I probably say the same thing. But he got that brother down there that's supposed to be with the police department. He ain't stopping nothing. Now, the other ones, the white ones didn't stop it neither. But the white ones don't want to stop it. But the white ones will stop it in the white neighborhood, they ain't gonna allow it over there. We seem to have some type of love where we gonna pray for them. Let's pray for them. Let's pray. That's all we want to do is pray. The white people gonna say, well, we gonna pray, but we gonna take some action too. Put them clowns in jail where they belong, and then that's where to stop it right there. Now they got P. Diddy. They talking about P. Diddy a threat to the neighborhood. They got him up in there, so put these clowns up in there. Now they're gonna put him in there because he's a threat. But these people out here showing you what they'll do, so put them in there and say, look, the minimum you're gonna have is 8 years. Now, after 8 years, we let you out, see if you can do better. But we ain't gonna keep on letting you in and out 6 months and all of that. Put them in jail, man. That's why they want to go. Some of them want to go to jail.
Okay.
They tired of living on the street. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to live normal.
Okay.
They don't know how to do it. So put them up in there and let's see what they can do. And give them a school program. If they want to go to school, while they're in there, let them go to school. But you can't keep them out on the street doing this kind of stuff right here on the day-to-day basis. You just can't do it.
Thanks.
They go where they belong to go.
Come on, Bill. Is this an embarrassment to the black race?
It's an embarrassment to mankind. It's an embarrassment to our race. I just don't understand the anger, and every time that they get together as a unit, that there's got to be a fight and a shooting along the line when you get the youngins, they get together. I agree with old timers to a certain degree, which I normally don't, but they do act like they got, I ain't gonna say they scared because they ain't scared of nothing, but they have a sense of regard for white people. You see when the police be out of hand doing some nefarious stuff, and they'll sit there and do all of what they did on their platform, but they will not put their hands on them. They'll talk crazy, but they will not stand flat foot, and they'll say things, but they'll be out of arm's reach of them. Okay. They ain't gonna throw no rock or whatever, but it is an embarrassment, and I just we got to find out what's really ticking in their head, man, to make this normal, because it's abnormal the way they act.
Okay, Bill. Marcus, then.
No, it's not an embarrassment to the black community. We as a black community need to quit allowing people to look at us as you got a few bad apples in every ethnicity. I've seen the Mexicans act on the train. I've seen the whites act out on the train. You go farther north. Matter of fact, you ain't got to go too far north no more. You can go right into downtown. I see all type of people on that red line, and it ain't just black people. But we all know that 69th, 79th, and 95th, 87th, you don't have too many problems, but they hang out up there too. But those stops that I just named, those are hot spots in Chicago and state, one of the worst stops in the city. That's where white people be at too. All type of people be acting the fool on that train. It's not an embarrassment to our people. We need to quit accepting it as that. If you want to say it like this, it's an embarrassment to Americans. This is how Americans act. We are Americans. This is how Americans act. What are they doing in the city of Chicago that's allowing their public transportation to be this bad? What is going on? It's not even the mayor's fault. I can't say that it's the chief of police fault. They just need to come up with a solution on how to deal with this. And Martin, the only way I see it dealing with it, I hate to say it, some of these brothers need to be locked up. They need harsher penalties, quick slapping them on the wrist. If you hurt somebody on that train, if you kill somebody on that train, you need to be locked up. You can't resurrect them from the grave. So they should be locked up in due time. No slaps on the wrist. They need to come down harder on them. Because back in the day, we couldn't just get up on that train and do what we wanted to do. They locked you up. That's what they need to go back to doing, locking them up and not letting them out as soon as they get arrested.
Okay.
Hold them for a while.
Okay, Marcus, hold it right
Martin.
there. We got more callers,
Martin.
Marcus. We got
Can I say something,
Bill, we got a long line. Come on, you got to make it quick.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it real quick. I say it's an embarrassment to our people because of how the media. We know that they use those situations against all of us when it comes to getting funds, help. That's their excuse. So it is an embarrassment to our people. They use all of those narratives right there to not help us. So it is an embarrassment to our people. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Let me go to 9433. Then I got two more callers out there. 94. I see you 206. 9433. Come on, caller.
Hey, Martin.
Is this an embarrassment to our people?
Yes, it's an embarrassment, and they need to go to jail. Just put them in jail and throw away the key. You can call for questions behind it. It's been going on for the last 3 days.
Okay. All right. 206.
Yeah. Greetings to the callers,
Greetings.
the listeners, and to the host. Y'all know I've said this before. Y'all probably remember I born and raised in the city of Chicago, and when I went to high school, I never really went, so I always had to go to summer school to make sure I would graduate. And one summer, I had to go to summer school down in a school called CBS High School down by 95th and Houston. And that whole area, even back then in the late 80s, early 90s, that was a rough area back then down there by, 95th. But to answer your question, me personally, I can only speak for myself, and those that disagree, I'm the last one to say that they are wrong. But I have negative feeling when I see black folks acting like that. I don't like it at all. And if I really wanted to be just raw with it, I would have to answer in the affirmative. Yeah, I am embarrassed by that. And I'm embarrassed by that because I identify with black people, particularly black Americans. My community is my family. My family is my people. I see them as a reflection of myself, and myself as a reflection of them. And when I see mentalities, speech and behavior that's incongruent with speech and behavior that is beneficial to us, it concerns me. Second issue is whites are very embarrassed, but they don't get on public forums and talk about the homosexuality. They don't talk about the North American Man-Boy Love Association, pedophilia, and child rape. They don't talk about the pioneers, white female pioneers in pornography and disgusting types of pornography that they're involved in. But if you have them on the work site or you know them personally and you begin to talk to them, you'll get the gist real quick that, yeah, they are embarrassed by it. So what they do, instead of us talk about it, they go ahead and hide it. And I think being somewhat negatively affected, I'll say this and I'll mute my line. The ultimate responsibility to fix this behavior is ours. And I could be wrong, but I think it's dangerous for us to look at this and say, well, that's not me, that's them, and there's bad apples in every bushel or whatever apples come in. I think that can be, if you don't check that can be problematic, because we may be turning our back on fixable problems that, no matter how you look at it, it's our responsibility ultimately to fix in the first place. I'll mute my line.
Okay, thank you. Another fresh caller, 5625.
So, hey Martin, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
So, it is a disgrace to us. Because here's the thing. I don't think the guy that had the dog knew that he snapped the guy. But I also think that the guy was being a bully, because the young man that had the dog that worked for Cta, he was trying to run from the situation. He was trying to run from the situation. He could have just let his dog loose and just go in. He never let the K9 off the chain. Even after getting hit, beat, there was a lot of people out there that could have stopped that. He had the K9. He run it. He even took hits, licks, all that, but he still had his K9. His K9 is out there to protect, right? But again, the man just kept, your dog bit me. Your dog bit me. And he ran from him, But by that time, it should have been some police officer on that platform. All I'm saying is such an embarrassment. That's a young black male that's at work trying to protect the city or whoever on a train station. And it turned out horrible. But what he did not do was release his K9 to protect him. It's sad. Why we cannot be happy as black people seeing young black men working on the train to protect us with the K9.
Okay, people, I'm going to end it right there. It's strange, people. This is a strange one here. This is strange. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless, man. I don't like it. I just don't like it. One person did get bit by the dog. It's obvious. You can see it in the video, but I don't know, man. It just looked like a bunch of lawless people that spotted some weakness in the security, wanted to take over. I don't like it, people. I don't like it. I'll be honest with you. I don't like it. I just don't like it. To me,
Martin, before you go,
yeah.
Let me say this, because I've talked to some of them at 95th. Those guys can't do anything. And those guys, the ones out there doing the mayhem, they know it. They know that they can't do nothing. They're just there like the cameras are just there, a deterrent. That's why that guy held on to that dog. And
exactly.
No one knows why the dog bit the guy. Because normally they have a muzzle on that dog. Now that dog, most of those dogs have muzzles on them. What was that dog? If the dog just bit the guy, what was the dog doing without the muzzle? And the guy, if he had any sense, would have laid out on the platform until the ambulance came and he reaped millions of dollars off of CTA. Because that dog was supposed to have a muzzle on his mouth at all times. So they'd be biting everybody.
Okay.
So
that's it. No, ma'am. That's it. Ma'am.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's it. I just want to throw the thought in front of you guys. I appreciate you. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame.